What are you eating right now as we're recording audio?
Delicious.
You having a Nutri-Grain bar?
Yeah, some protein bar.
You having a chewy granola bar that got recalled and has salmonella?
If I just run away crying, it's because I'm shitting my pants. Howdy, it's Monday, December 18th, 2023, and this is episode 217 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City podcast. I'm Kyle Eskin, joined, as always, by Craig Stone. What's good, Craig?
Totally prepared for Christmas. Everything bought, wrapped, packed, ready to go so that I can go to Atlantic City this week with no stress at all.
Good, that sounds exactly like you. When I think of Craig, I think of a very stress-free individual.
Yeah.
So,
no, I have most of it done. But I know that it's still going to be Wednesday night. I'm going to be like, oh no!
You know, if you need more presents, a great place to get them, the outlets in Atlantic City.
The Borgata gift shop?
The Borgata gift shop. I bought a Gatorade there before, certainly.
Was it $16?
It was like $4, I think, or $5. And this was like 2013 or something, so had those comp dollars, didn't want to waste them.
Let me tell you, if you buy an energy drink at one of those gift shops, whew, it's a lot.
That's why you get them on the casino floor. Actually, usually you have to be like approved by the pit to get an energy drink, right? Or at least a Red Bull. Maybe not the generic ones, but...
Yeah, I think Caesars has like generic energy drink. I don't know what it is. It's not great. I was in Tropicana once and I went to get an energy drink because the coffee at the Starbucks was $10.
Mm-hmm. Because
of the pumpkin spice latte at the Starbucks was $10. Let's not talk about like a pike roast. But I was like, how much is this Red Bull? And he was like, it's a lot. Like before he even checked, he was basically like prepping me for it to be very bad. Anyways, Always Once Never. This was your Always Once Never.
We've mutually talked about this one, certainly. So, all right. I'm glad you took it for my spreadsheet, though. So the Always Once Never is the defunct Atlantic City casinos that we've both been to. Which is only 3 of them. I've also been to the Sands, but that is A, extremely shitty, and B, you weren't there. So
the Taj is not on here though.
Oh, that's true. We could have included the Taj, but it lives on as a casino. So yeah, it's a better version of it lives on anyway.
Yeah.
So the Always Once Never, Atlantic Club, Showboat, and Trump Plaza, and yes, you can dream of them as whatever the vision in your mind is when you think of them, like them in their optimal state.
Okay.
Them as you want to think of them.
Always Once Never, we could just play sort of like going back in time, but we could also say...
I mean, I think it has to be like, the always means it's reopening tomorrow.
Yeah.
the once means you can kind of go back in time and just relive one glory day there, and never means it remains as it is.
Yeah. Demolishing it and throwing the rubble into the ocean.
Which already has happened with Trump Plaza.
Yeah.
And honestly should happen with Atlantic Club Trump.
No. I still have dreams of the Dizzy Dolphin. So, I mean, we're both going Always Atlantic Club, right? Like, this is a no-brainer. I mean, Showboat was very good, to be clear.
I think that's probably right. I might be able to talk myself into Showboat if I tried hard enough for long enough. But, yeah, my first instinct is, obviously, the Hilton. I have just tons of memories there. They would comp me when no one else in Atlantic City would comp me. A, because the economy was very strong. And B, because I was probably bringing like $200 with me to gamble for an entire multi-day trip when I was 22. Yeah, just so many good memories at the Atlantic City Hilton cum ACH cum Atlantic Club. As you said, Showboat was very good. I also have a lot of good memories there between, playing Pai Gow back in the noodle bar area and eating plenty of Earl of Sandwich and, whatever, getting the Hurricane or whatever in our nice Atlantic City mugs.
Oh, yeah, the Drink AC mugs.
Yeah.
And they had Seal the Deal.
They did have Seal the Deal.
Seal the Deal slots. It was a great one. I did like Showboat a lot, but I certainly have way more nostalgia for the Atlantic Club.
Let's be clear, none of the 3 of these were like terribly nice casinos when we were going to them.
Right.
They were all over the hill, or maybe in the case of Showboat and Trump Plaza, maybe weren't ever really that nice to begin with.
I have to say, Showboat was always sort of the crappy Caesars casino of the 3 at that time.
I imagine that Trump Plaza was once nice. Like, Showboat, was that ever nice? Like, could it have ever been nice? Like, I don't see it.
I actually think I liked it more than Caesars and Harrah's by the time it closed. The first time I went, I was really surprised by how nice it was.
I don't disagree with you, to be clear. But, like, do you think it was ever nice?
Probably not.
Like, the day it opened, was it nice? I don't know.
Yeah, not in like those terms. It's not
Like,
fancy.
I'm sure Trump Plaza was nice, and like, Atlantic Club was nice once upon a time
Absolutely,
when it was
yeah.
the Golden Nugget.
Yeah. So are we both going always Atlantic Club once Showboat and Trump Plaza into the ocean?
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. I can certainly understand an argument for Showboat always.
Let's be clear. Atlantic Club was always the worst performing casino when we were going to it in Atlantic City, and like, it was pretty run down by the end.
And Showboat was still profitable when it closed. So in terms of like what's the best for the city,
Right.
Showboat as a casino in its heyday is probably better than either of the other two.
I think I've got too much nostalgia. I have to go with Atlantic Club always. Showboat once. Trump Plaza, never. I mean, I don't have anything redeeming to say about Trump Plaza. It was always a dump when I was there. Like, faux nice, but not really nice.
Well, speaking of dump, though, it did have that bathroom right off the boardwalk in the Starbucks.
Yeah.
So I would be
true.
remiss if I didn't mention those two things in defense of Trump Plaza. But yeah, otherwise, I remember going through there even a few years before it closed and just thinking like, wow, this place is in rough shape.
Yeah. All right. So we have got a hat tip from Angela C. in the Facebook group about the Super Freako happy hour, which is from 5 to 6 p.m. daily, which seems a little bit short to me.
Literal
but,
happy hour. 1 hour of happy.
Right. So it has $12 cocktails, discounted apps, and $8 draft beers. So huge shout out to Angela C. I think she's someone that's been with us for a very long time.
Yes.
I know she was one of the original people, so it's great to hear from her.
She posted the menu in our Facebook group, so go to our Facebook group and find it. But I immediately saw the pepperoni and chili pizza and the Midnight Rambler cocktail and was like, I want those right now.
Yeah, I think it's something we should definitely check out. I mean, I know we'll be in that part of the boardwalk at some point, hopefully in 2024, and we should totally eat there. And I'm always down for eating between 5 and 6.
That's
so.
true. Obviously, beers at $8 is not moving the
it's
needle
not
for
great,
anyone. Even $10 wine by the glass is one of the things. It's not amazing. And the food prices, like, they're not great, but they're definitely cheaper than
Yeah.
Super Frico normally is. I mean, you can get like a salad for $10, a chicken parm for $16.
I mean, if it's like high quality, it's probably nice. It's like when we went to the Knife and Fork happy hour. Is it more than I pay for food even at half price? Yeah, it's more than my normal meal. But if you like good food, it's probably worth the price that you pay for it.
Yeah.
So depending on if the Super Frico food is actually good or not, it could be a decent deal.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. Just grab a couple things. I think that's, if you're not going to the show, that's probably a really good way to get some good food and AC, experience Super Frico, which is kind of a weird, interesting place. So I'm down.
Yeah. All right.
I was also down for Izakaya, but no more. It's closing on January 1st. So my always of Izakaya out of the Japanese restaurants.
Yep.
Izakaya, of course, at Borgata. They announced that it's closing. January 1st seems like a weird day to close. I don't know if that means that that's its last day. I feel like that would make more sense than...
Yeah, probably. That would make sense, because it's a Tuesday after that, and there's, no holidays of real note coming up anytime after that.
It opened in 2008, so it's been around for 15 years.
Wow.
There's no word on what will replace it, although I'm assuming it will be generic MGM, Borgata sushi, B sushi.
Yeah, be sushi. I could definitely see that.
Paul had a comment that it's closing all because Kyle keeps saying it's too expensive.
I don't think it's too expensive. I just think it's much more expensive than the alternatives.
Osu, mainly.
Mainly Osu. Kuro, we don't know about for now.
I think it's probably on par with Kuro. Any other thoughts on Izakaya?
Are we going to find out if it's more expensive than Kuro or not?
On this trip? Probably not.
Yeah?
We'll talk about it.
All right.
We should talk about it now. Are we going to AC? That's the next thing on the agenda.
I think so, unless something's changed on your end.
Nope. We're both booked in the MGM Tower at Borgata, so that's exciting. We did get other offers.
Yeah, that's true. I have an extremely mild cold, but I can't see that holding me back.
Yeah, I've had sort of this mild thing for like 3 weeks that my son also has, so trying to just fight that off. I'm a little worried that it's one of those things where like as soon as the stress levels from work and everything stop and I hit the holiday break, it'll just be like full on sickness.
Yeah.
And I'll be miserable.
Yeah, so, there was some thought for me. I got yet another offer to stay at the Live Hotel, so, I considered if I should back out and just go to Live and experience that, but decided that going to Borgata would be better.
I have to say I've been getting emails for midweek offers, and this is a midweek trip, Thursday to Friday, for both Golden Nugget and Bally's, which I've never stayed at Bally's post Caesar's departure.
Never has a casino hated anyone more than Bally's hates me, so...
Yeah.
All because I sent them the one email, it's like, you should give me a free room, and they're like, blacklisted.
It's like, we're not dealing with this asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I asked for a free room when we went last December on like a, Wednesday night in like this time of year.
It's great.
You asked for too much, sir. We will no longer do business with you.
Awesome. So we're going Thursday, which is what, December 21st to Friday the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not a busy time in anyone's lives. We asked all our friends, and they were like, what are you talking about? Mostly they just emailed saying, yeah, there's no way I can make it. But then I got a little bit of back channel, like, I find this trip hilarious that you're even doing this. But, like...
I don't get it. I mean, I think it's fine.
I'm going Thursday after kid drop-off. I'll be back before the kids get picked up on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really taking, like, that much of my potential getting stuff done time out of my life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like the perfect time to go. I'm off on Friday. It's great.
Yeah, it's going to be good. As we all know, the ever-promised, you'll never be able to do an AC trip again. That could start at any moment, though I become more and more skeptical by the minute if that's actually happening or not.
We're ramping up the thing now.
All right, so maybe this will be the final trip.
Well, the spring's going to be bad. I actually think the fall's going to be worse now. But anyways.
Oh, boy.
Because I'm supposed to teach again. No.
Oh, back in the classroom.
Yeah, that's going to make everything a lot harder, including recording. So we'll see what happens with all that.
Mm.
Back to the trip. That's downer talk. Let's get back to what's going on.
Winter talk.
You had texted me.
Uh-huh.
Suggesting.
I don't remember what I texted you at all, so.
Boardwalk Thursday before we head to Borgata.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We have stuff we have to do.
You said you really want to go to Hard Rock to status match.
Yeah, I would like to status match before I'm based here at every single casino.
Yep.
So that's one thing I want to do. If I beat you there, I could do that then.
I'm happy. You mentioned to me going to Hard Rock, and I said I'm more than happy to sit and play Pai Gow for a couple hours at Hard Rock, assuming the tables are open.
Yeah, that could be my table game for the trip. I could do that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think Tiles is also very, very good at Borgata, so.
That is true, and they have the $20 tiles.
And it's $20 at Borgata, yeah.
So maybe I'll play Tiles at both places. I can't believe you didn't just say you're definitely not going to play Tiles at both places. I was waiting. Gave you the opening. Nothing.
I think you could.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, if there's like 2 empty tables, I could see it happening.
Okay. We'll see.
I could also see you playing no tiles.
That's true. I mean, if $20 tiles at Borgata would be awesome.
Yep.
One thing that we have to do is King's Pub.
We have to do King's Pub. Absolutely.
And we finally have hours for King's Pub.
Uh-huh.
11 a.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday. 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Friday and Saturday nights, so I guess into Saturday and Sunday. So those are the hours. That's good. We can certainly go on
we could swing by.
Thursday afternoon.
Eat lunch there before we go to Hard Rock or something.
Yeah. They have posted a menu, a cocktail menu.
Mm-hmm.
And it's $10, $12. There's one cocktail that's $14. That seems reasonably cheap to me. Mm-hmm. Get an old-fashioned, a Manhattan.
Yeah, try it out.
Get a pineapple Cosmo. I mean, I have no shame. I would order a pineapple
Cosmo.
No,
I've seen it.
But, something like a blood orange Manhattan. Revolver is a very good drink, and that's on there. That's the one $14 cocktail.
We'll have to check it out.
Bourbon and coffee liqueur. It's good.
All right, go to King's Pub right when we get there.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Get some wings.
Mm-hmm. Get some wings. Get a few wings.
I think their wings are like fancy wings, so if you're expecting piccalilli wings, it's not gonna...
We'll hopefully be able to tell you more about it after the trip.
Full review.
Mm-hmm.
So we had talked about going to Amphora.
Uh-huh.
Which I will have the comp dollars for because I got a thing saying I just need to show up and I'll get 20 comp dollars, whatever it is, 2,000 credits. Do you want to still do Amphora or do you want to do something else? Because, Izakaya is closing.
What are the hours now? Aren't they weird at Amphora? Like it's only like late afternoon and evening or...
Yeah, I think it would have to be dinner, especially on a weekday.
I think that's the only time it's open, right? Like 4 to 8 or something like that.
That sounds right. So that would have to be our Thursday dinner, or one dinner in AC.
I'm still thinking if we're going to be at Hard Rock already, I would like to do Kuro.
I guess I don't really need like a last hurrah at Izakaya, and I'm a little bit skeptical of going to a place like 10 days before it closes.
Yeah. No, they're like emptying their freezers at that point, I think.
Right, yeah. Nothing's left on the menu.
Right.
So, between Kuro and Amphora, yeah, I guess we could just see how we feel on the day. Mm-hmm. I do want to get in an Amphora trip before I get downgraded.
We can see how we're feeling while we're there, too. I think we don't need to figure that out now.
Okay. One or the other. It'll be a surprise in the next episode.
Yeah, it'll be probably a surprise for us on Thursday.
I do still owe you a meal.
Yeah, man.
We've talked about the hook, but clearly that's not going to happen on this trip, on a Borgata trip.
That's not going to happen. We're not going to get to Borgata, 11 p.m. or whatever.
Anything else you're demanding to do on this trip? Tiles.
I think King's Pub. That's the big one. Beyond that, I'm excited for my first stay in Water Club. But
yeah,
no.
MGM Tower.
Yeah, sure.
The sponsorship will fall through if we don't say it right.
Yeah.
I need you to peer pressure me into playing a little bit of Tiles.
Do you? I feel like it's kind of like a running gag at this point. I should peer pressure you not to play Tiles. Be like,
No, that's true.
Craig, everyone's going to judge you. I don't know if this is a good idea.
You haven't played in a long time. You're
Yeah.
definitely going to get it wrong. I want to see the B bar and see what's happened there because I know they had closed it for a little bit. I want to see if it's all like 6-5 jacks or better.
Oh, it was
like
pointed out to
$5
me,
a spin.
by the way, in the episode that was my trip review or whatever, that I didn't say that Dave misset one of his pike out hands and fouled. And
Nice.
he reminded me of the time that you told him like how to set his hand, and it was just like completely wrong, and he fouled and lost.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Intentional.
which I'm sure you're good for at least once. In
Yeah.
Tiles, you will absolutely just make 6-4 at some point when you could just make like 9-7 or something.
Tiles, I just ask every single time. It's like, I don't even know what I have here. I should probably, in the next few days, add to my to-do list to play some of the Tiles app to brush up, because it has been a long time.
I mean, I'll be sitting there. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's not like you're going to be playing Tiles alone.
that's true. Probably play a lot of video poker. I'll probably play a lot of slots, as I do.
As you do.
We'll see if this is my 12th losing AC trip in a row.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll have a banging
Set the record.
Tiles session.
Just absolutely fire. No, I've been just doing horrible in Tiles. Everything else has been good, except for slots, of course. But
Yeah.
my Tiles has been bad.
All right. So, what do we got? 72 hours or something until we're in AC? Well, until we're leaving.
Probably
for
until
AC.
I'm like getting in the car to go to AC, yeah.
Get there midday, Thursday.
Get there probably like 1 o'clock or something would be my guess.
What time are you getting out of town?
Probably whenever you leave.
Yeah, I'll probably leave at like noon, 12:30.
Or maybe a little bit before that. I thought you were leaving earlier. But yeah,
I mean, if you're
sometime
leaving
around
before
there.
then I'll just go before that.
No. It'll be close to around there. Noon should be fine.
We didn't talk about breakfast. I don't even know what breakfast options there are in Borgata. I claimed that I was going to wake up early. We would go to
Bread and
breakfast at
butter.
a normal Kyle time.
I doubt it.
Bread and
The
butter.
last time I was there, I ate breakfast at like the Mexican place in the cafeteria, right?
yeah.
Which was surprisingly good.
I don't even remember what I did. I did not go to bread and butter because the line was crazy. It'll be a Friday morning though. It shouldn't.
It should be
so
quiet.
crazy.
Hopefully.
I mean, we could pop out to Gilchrist in Gardner's Basin.
Oh, you hate that, Gilchrist, though.
I don't hate it. I just don't think it's nice.
If we're doing that, I want to do that like on the way out of town.
Oh, right.
I don't really want to go out there and then drive back to Borgata. I don't think that makes a ton of sense.
That's a good point.
Unless we have to go to the outlets or something afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the outlets.
There's still not a lot of breakfast in Borgata.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yep. It'll be a surprise. Great
It'll be a
trip
surprise.
planning.
Everything's going to be a surprise.
As always, excellent trip.
We're going to King's
planning.
Pub.
Yeah, definitely going to King's Pub. Definitely getting a status match at Hard Rock. Definitely staying at Borgata. 1,000% definitely playing Tiles. So that leads us into November data.
November data.
What did you think?
My first instinct is I told you before we started recording, I just felt vindicated that Caesars was up 22% and Ocean was down 28% from last month, given that I said that Caesars had the unluckiest month I've ever seen and Ocean had the luckiest month I've ever seen. So that seems to back that up. Beyond that, there's not too much there, honestly. I think everything is pretty normal. I mean, overall, the month is up 0.18% from last year.
Right.
So I don't think there's too much to talk about.
No.
Nothing really too shocking about this that I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like Bally's up 20%, but I feel like when you're making $12 million total, 20% is not a big amount of money. I know that this is true every month, but it really stuck out to me. You know, we're back to our regularly scheduled Borgata in first, 51.7 million.
Yeah, 51, 41, 31 million.
Yeah, Hard Rock, 41, Ocean, 31. Those are big gaps, right? 10 million, 10 million, 10 million.
Uh-huh. And then 17 million is the next one? Or 18 million? I guess,
There's
for Trump.
19 for Harris.
Oh, 19 for Harris, yeah.
But then there's only 8 million between Harrah's and Golden Nugget in last
Yep.
place. So you've got this like cluster of 6 casinos, all really tightly packed.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of funny to think of like, oh, the 1 through 3 group is so far ahead of them. It is, but really like 1 is so far ahead of 2.
Right.
2 is so far ahead of 3. 3 is so far ahead of everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 4 through 6 are kind of clumped in like, 17 to 19 million, and then there's like the 10 to 12 million group of the last 3.
Yeah. But I mean, again, that's true at pretty much every month, except for our weird month where Ocean just had crazy luck. One thing I have to ask you, Golden Nugget, 11 million, Bally's 12.1, Resorts 12.5. Are sub $10 million months happening at some point this winter?
Doesn't seem like it, right? I mean, if Golden Nugget has some bad luck, it could happen. I mean, I think they're the most likely to have that sort of problem, but we didn't have any last winter, right?
Yeah, so Golden Nugget last November was 11.3. So they're below that by a little bit, but still they never got below like 10.9. So they didn't really get that close to under 10. But if they had bad luck, they could go under 10.
If I had to bet on it, I'd say no.
Yeah, I would say no too.
Would I be shocked if it happened? Like, of course not.
I was going to see if you wanted to make a bet, but I think we're both on the over.
Yeah.
So
the
no
under
bet.
Oh, whatever.
Well, yeah, over 10 million, under 0.5 casinos. Yeah. Everyone gets it. So that's the data. Anything else?
No, like I said, I don't think there's too much to talk about. We don't need to belabor it.
We have some mailbag questions.
I love it. Thank you very much. So Jordan on Twitter asks, where are your favorite places to play video poker on bar tops in AC? I enjoy the B-Bar at Borgata due to the quarter games and free top shelf cocktails. What are your favorite AC poker bars and why?
So I really like the Hard Rock Center Bar, as I've said over and over again. The change to no comp drinks on Friday and Saturday night absolutely sucks. So that's a downer. It's also very hard to get on a machine there at peak time. So sometimes you got to wait really late. Last time I was there with a family, I went after everybody went to bed, and I was there at 1 a.m, and I still couldn't get on a machine at the center bar, so that kind of sucked. I feel like I definitely have to downgrade it because they have downgraded it. B-Bar is obviously very nice. I don't know what's happened since they've closed it and reopened it, so it'll be interesting to see this time. AC's really not great for bar top video poker. Like, just thinking about what else is there.
Bally Center Bar.
Where?
The Bally's Bar. Don't you like that?
The lobby bar?
The lobby bar, yeah.
They don't have video poker there anymore.
Oh, they took it away?
Yeah, because now it's that carousel bar.
With no video poker. I didn't know there was no video poker.
Yeah, the spinny bar doesn't have
the
video
spinny
poker.
Bar?
I wonder if you'd get sick if you played video poker on
I doubt it.
Constantly rotating bar. Only if you have that funnel cake cocktail while you're doing it. There's B-Bar, like I've mentioned. There's the Eden Lounge at Harrah's, which I don't think I've ever actually played at.
There's the terrible one at Trop that you hate.
Yeah, it's a 10 North Lounge. I've been there a few times. They also don't comp drinks if you're below platinum. The service can be extremely, extremely slow because it's also like the main bar that everybody goes to who's waiting to get into the clubs. So you just get a bunch of people who are like paying for drinks. What is this even paying for drinks?
Right.
Like lining up, and it's really hard to get a drink there.
Is there video poker at Toga or no?
There is video poker at Toga. I've never played there. It's bad. Like, I know it's not good video poker. There's 2 video poker bars at Ocean. That one of them right now is all decked out in Christmas stuff. It's like the Jingle Bell Bar or something. I would probably really like that. The other one is the Sports Book Bar, which I don't love. The Golden Nugget has, I think it's the Rush Lounge and one other place, like the Central Casino Bar. We sat at the Central Casino Bar, and like half the machines didn't work. The Rush Lounge was fine. I'm struggling to find any place that I actually enjoy sitting at more than the Hard Rock Center Bar. So I think I do still have to give it to that.
I think it'd be the B-Bar is the only competition. So I've never really played at many of them, but when I did play at the B-Bar, which I think was nicer back then than it is now, or at least the games were better, etc., I did really enjoy that. But obviously you would know this better than me, because you both like video poker better and cocktails better, and like that's more your sort of experience than mine.
Both the B-Bar and the Hard Rock Center Bar tend to have pretty good bartenders, so I'll say that. And yeah, the comp drinks you can get are pretty good.
I will say that it seems like very nice. Things seem to run pretty smoothly, at least when I've been to the B-Bar.
Yeah, it can be hard to get on a machine at B-Bar also.
Yes, absolutely.
And then Resorts, I think, is the only one I haven't mentioned yet. They have video poker at the DraftKings Sportsbook. It's horrible video poker. It's just really bad. So I think that's the rundown. But yeah, it's hard to beat B-Bar, I think, just given that Hard Rock Center Bar has kind of downgraded itself pretty hard with the no comp drinks on Friday and Saturday
weekends.
Nights.
Yeah. All right, so Justin S., another longtime listener and contributor, so thank you very, very much, Justin, comments about last episode. He says, the Diamond Lounge at Caesars post-COVID is not what it used to be. It's like 1 or 2 options a day. There used to be a sandwich bar and a pizza bar in addition to the rotating entrees, but now it's very limited. And he adds on the Caesars comp discussion that time for wine at Trop, comps are 1-to-1, so you can get cigars for 1-to-1, which you can't do at the Caesars gift shops.
Are you excited for 1-to-1 comp cigars?
I am not, personally, but I understand that some people would be. Like, I know certainly my wife likes smoking a cigar.
Oh, really?
On that, but
interesting.
Not me. Makes me very sick, so...
Yeah, I like it in the moment, and then the next day I'm like, this was a terrible decision. I feel like there's almost direct correlation, like 1-to-1 correlation, just like the 1-to-1 comps of like me smoking a cigar and me throwing up at the end of the night.
Yeah. No, it's like, for me, cigarettes are like okay. Cigars and hookah basically kill me every time.
Yeah, so that's a tip. There was also a question from Instant Classic on Twitter. Any recommendations for good ramen places going to AC for New Year's?
Yeah, I saw you tagged me in this discussion.
Neither of us have ever had ramen.
Yeah, I have not had ramen in AC. I'm someone who's probably only had like real legit ramen like 5 times in my life, so I'm not the world's biggest expert on ramen, unfortunately, despite generally liking Asian food an awful lot. But I saw someone chimed in with some kind of suburb recommendations, right?
Yeah, so Justin S., who we just mentioned, replied saying, "Is there any ramen in AC? Quiet Caesars has tonkatsu ramen on the menu," which I actually do want to try now that I'm aware of it. Magenta Claus, which is a great name, on Twitter said Rai Rai Ramen and Ramen Wakana in Egg Harbor, right off of the Black Horse, are both good. But there's nothing that I would recommend in AC proper.
Yeah.
So there's your tips if anybody's looking for ramen. I think I've only ever had ramen once, and I was not a fan.
Oh, I think it's good. It's nice. There was a little Japanese place next to where I worked that was pretty good. I would enjoy getting ramen every once in a while there in the wintertime.
Anything else from the mailbag that you want to bring up?
Judging by the fact that you get the mail and not me, no, there's nothing else I want to bring up.
We're out of mailbag questions, so we need more. I appreciate Jordan and Justin and Instant Classic on Twitter for giving us some stuff to talk about this episode.
And Angela C.
Yes, gave us the Super Frico Happy Hour. We finally got King's Pub's hours and cocktail menu and this weird drip of information they're doing.
And hopefully a review.
So they posted that they're going to be closed on Christmas Eve.
Oh, so they posted they're going to be closed on Thursday the 22nd just to spite us.
But the way they posted it, it was sort of like,
21st.
Wait, so they mean they're going to be closed until Christmas Eve? It's like, no, I think they mean like on Christmas, but I think they posted like, we're going to be closed today for Christmas Eve, but we'll be back open at 5 o'clock on Christmas. I'm like, wait a minute. So hopefully it's open when we get there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. If you want to reach out to us or any of our other listeners, you can do so at our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/DoForWin. Find all of our great content at DoForWin.com. Reach out to Craig on Twitter at DoForWin or me at Kyle Eskin, and send Craig questions to DoForWin@gmail.com, and we will maybe even answer them on air.
Hopefully my brain will work next episode.
No, probably not.
Struggling this episode.
It is fine. I think I'm super excited to go to AC.
Me too.
Should be good. Nice Borgata trip.
This will be my 5th AC trip this year.
Oh boy.
It's a lot. 5 AC trips and a Vegas trip.
Can you tell me how many times I went?
I think this
because I certainly don't know.
Be
4?
your 4th?
I went once without you, and you went twice without me?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the second time you went without me?
I went with my wife, and I went with my wife and kids.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. In the last month.
Right.
Yeah.
If I had gone with you guys, I would have been at 6 trips, and I also would have gone like 4 times in 7 weeks or whatever that would be.
Would have been incredible.
Yeah,
it would have been 3 times in 4 weeks or 5 weeks. Would have been great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much for listening, and we'll hopefully be back with a review episode probably after New Year's. So we'll talk to you all in 2024.
See you next year.
Podcast deleted. That joke was hilarious when you were like legitimately 6, and I think ever since 2nd grade on, it has been not funny.